Brothers and sisters, the world is moving faster than ever before, and every day we are given two choices: remain the same or become better than we were yesterday. The future does not wait for anyone, and twins in 26 will belong only to those who prepare themselves today. Success is not built in a single moment. The result of small daily improvements, consistent habits, and the courage to challenge our own limits. Think about it. If you upgrade even 1% every day, imagine the person you will become in a year, in 2 years. In the powerful year ahead, most people fail not because they lack talent, but because they stop learning, they stop growing, and they repeat the same patterns while expecting different results. The truth is, nothing changes until you do. Every morning you wake up is an opportunity to push yourself forward, to the power of daily upgrades, learn something new, to sharpen your mind, and to strengthen your discipline. The future belongs to those who work harder on themselves than on anything else. If you want to stand strong in 2026, you must build the mindset, the skills, and the habits that will prepare you for challenges and opportunities that others cannot even see yet. Greatness is never about waiting for the right time. It is about creating the right time by becoming the right person. So ask yourself every single day, how can I upgrade my thinking? How can I upgrade my actions? How can I upgrade my life? Because those who dare to grow daily will not just enter 2026, they will own it. Brothers and sisters, every first and most important step toward upgrading yourself every single day is committing to daily learning. The why 2026 demands growth. World we live in today is evolving faster than at any other time in history. Technology is advancing, industries are transforming, opportunities are shifting, and challenges are appearing in ways we never expected. The only way to stay ahead, the only way to make yourself valuable is to learn something new every day. Learning is not just about gaining knowledge from books or attending schools. Learning is a mindset, a habit, a way of approaching life. It is about being curious enough to ask questions, humble enough to admit you don't know everything, and disciplined enough to improve yourself continuously. When you commit to daily learning, you unlock a secret that the majority of people ignore. Most people stop learning from failures daily once they finish school or university. They believe education is a phase of life rather than a lifelong process. But the truth is, education never ends. The moment you stop learning is the moment you begin to fall behind. Those who keep learning, those who add new skills, new ideas, and new perspectives to their lives every single day are the ones who grow, adapt, and lead in the years ahead. The world doesn't reward those who remain the same. It rewards those who evolve with time. Every day is a new classroom, and every experience is a lesson waiting to be learned. If you failed at something today, instead of blaming others, ask yourself, what can I learn from this failure? If you faced a challenge, instead of complaining, ask, what skills do I need to overcome this challenge? You meet someone, the hidden force of discipline. Successful, instead of feeling jealous, ask, what can I learn from this person's journey? The mindset of daily learning turns every situation, good or bad, into an opportunity for growth. Daily learning doesn't always mean studying for hours. It means consistently exposing yourself to new ideas. Reading even 10 pages of a book every day can transform your life over time. Listening to a podcast, watching an educational video, observing a mentor, or even reflecting on your own mistakes are all forms of learning. The goal is to train your mind to absorb value from everything you encounter. Imagine if every day you learned just one valuable lesson or skill. By the end, controlling your actions over feelings of a year, you would have 365 powerful lessons that could change the way you think, work, and live. That is the power of consistency. There is a saying, the more you learn, the more you earn. But beyond money, the more you learn, the more confident you become, the more problems you can solve, and the more opportunities you can see that others miss. Learning gives you perspective, widens your vision, and makes you adaptable. In 2026 and beyond, the ability to adapt will be more valuable than any degree. Industries are shifting so quickly that what you know today may become brothers and sisters. Want to upgrade yourself every day and prepare for a stronger 2026? Then strengthening your self-discipline is non-negotiable talent. intelligence. Even opportunities will not carry you far if you lack the habits that shape your destiny. Discipline to use them consistently. Discipline is the invisible bridge between goals and achievements. It is the force that makes you wake up early when your body craves more sleep. The force that makes you keep working when your mind whispers excuses. The force that keeps you aligned with your purpose even when distractions surround you from every side. Without discipline, dreams remain wishes. But with discipline, even the most impossible goals begin to look achievable. Think about it for a moment. How many times have people around you set big goals but failed to achieve them? It is rarely because of a lack of knowledge or lack of desire. It is almost always because they lack discipline. They let short-term comfort destroy how to build small, consistent wins, long-term success. They chose temporary pleasure over permanent growth. Self-discipline is about making the harder choice now, so you can live the easier life later. The problem is that most people want the reward without the sacrifice, the results without the process, and that mindset keeps them stuck. When you strengthen your self-discipline, you gain control over yourself. No longer become a slave to moods, emotions, or external circumstances. You decide what to do and you follow through regardless of how you feel. Discipline teaches you to say no to distractions and yes to focus. Teaches you to put in effort when motivation is missing, because motivation will not always be there. Many people wait for inspiration before they take action. But those with upgrading your mindset for success discipline take action first, and inspiration follows later. Strengthening self-discipline is not about forcing yourself to live a life of punishment. It is about building habits that protect your goals and shape your future. Want to grow? You must design daily routines that guide your actions without needing constant willpower. For example, if you know you need to wake up early, set a fixed bedtime. If you want to exercise daily, lay out your clothes the night before. If you want to save money, automate your savings. Small structures build discipline by making it easier to do the right thing and harder to slip back into old patterns. Another important part of discipline is consistency. Doing something once is easy, but doing it every day builds. The difference between fixed and growth mindset character. Consistency is where discipline shines the most. Imagine going to the gym one day and expecting results. It won't happen. But if you discipline yourself to show up consistently, even when the results are invisible, you create transformation. Life works the same way. Daily discipline compounds over time until it produces massive change. What feels hard today becomes natural tomorrow because discipline rewires your behavior. Brothers and sisters, discipline also protects you from distractions. The modern world is full of noise, social media, endless entertainment, opinions of others, temptations that waste time. Without discipline, you get pulled in, turning problems into opportunities every direction. And by the end of the day, you realize you achieved nothing meaningful. But when discipline is strong, you learn to focus your energy on what truly matters. You stop chasing everything and instead give your best to the few things that will shape your future. Discipline allows you to build depth in your work rather than staying shallow and scattered. It is also important to understand that discipline grows like a muscle. The more you practice it, the stronger it becomes. You don't need to transform your entire life in one day. Start small. Wake up 10 minutes earlier. Avoid one unhealthy habit. Complete one task without delay. Each small act of discipline strengthens your self-control, and with time will notice you can handle breaking free from limiting beliefs, bigger challenges with ease. People who appear highly disciplined didn't start that way. They built it by practicing small disciplines until it became their nature. Finally, self-discipline gives you freedom. Many people think discipline is restrictive, but in truth it liberates you. When you discipline yourself to manage your time, you gain freedom from stress. When you discipline your health, you gain freedom from illness. When you discipline your finances, you gain freedom from debt. Freedom is not doing whatever you feel like. It is having the control to do what is right regardless of how you feel. That is why discipline is the foundation of every great achievement. And without it, growth in any area of life remains impossible. Brothers and sisters, truly wish to why surroundings shape your thinking, transform your life, and prepare yourself for the opportunities of 2026. You must learn to upgrade your mindset. Everything you achieve or fail to achieve in life begins with the way you think. Your thoughts shape your beliefs shape your actions, and your actions shape your destiny. Many people never reach their full potential, not because they lack skills or opportunities, but because their mindset keeps them locked inside invisible cages. They carry limiting beliefs, negative patterns, and small thinking that prevents them from aiming higher. If you want to rise, you must first rise in your mind. Upgrading your mindset means replacing old ways of thinking with new ones that empower you instead of limiting you. Too many people live with a fixed feeding your mind daily mindset, believing their intelligence, abilities, and circumstances cannot change. They tell themselves this is just who I am or I cannot do better. That type of thinking is a prison, and it stops growth before it even begins. On the other hand, a growth mindset sees every challenge as an opportunity, every failure as a lesson, and every effort as an investment in the future. When you adopt a growth mindset, you stop asking, "Can I do this?" and start asking, "How can I do this?" That single shift opens doors you never thought possible. Brothers and sisters, the world is filled with people who gave up on their dreams because they convinced themselves they were not good enough, smart enough, building habits for long-term success, or lucky enough. But the truth is, greatness is not about being born with everything. It is about thinking differently. Train your mind to see possibilities where others see obstacles. You will always be one step ahead. Think of the most successful people in the world. Their greatest strength is not just skills, but perspective. They see opportunities in crisis, lessons in mistakes, and growth in discomfort. That mindset is what allows them to keep moving when others stop. Upgrading your mindset also means controlling the way you respond to life. Cannot always control what happens to you, but you can always control how you think about it. A weak mindset reacts with fear, anger, or blame. A strong mindset responds with patience, focus, and solutions. For example, when faced small actions, big transformations with failure, a weak mindset says, "I'm not good enough," while a strong mindset says, "I need to learn and try again." This difference in thought creates a massive difference in results. The stronger your mindset, the more power you have to turn struggles into stepping stones. Another part of upgrading your mindset is breaking free from negative influences. Many people's thinking is shaped by their environment, and they allow the doubts, fears, and opinions of others to control their vision. If you surround yourself with people who complain, who fear risk, who tell you success is impossible, eventually you will adopt that same mindset. But if you choose to surround yourself, consistency over motivation, with people who believe in growth, who push you to improve, who inspire you to think bigger, your mindset will naturally rise to their level. Protect your thoughts the same way you protect your health, because the wrong influence can destroy your future before it even begins. Brothers and sisters, upgrading your mindset also requires feeding your brain with powerful ideas. Just like your body needs healthy food to grow strong, your mind needs positive and inspiring input to grow powerful. Read books that challenge your thinking. Listen to mentors who expand your vision. Study stories of people who overcame impossible odds. Every new idea you absorb becomes a tool for your mind. And with more tools, you can solve bigger problems. A strong mindset is built daily, not by accident, but by discipline and mindset connection, intentional effort. Discipline and mindset also work together. When your mindset is weak, discipline feels like punishment. But when your mindset is strong, discipline becomes purpose. Instead of asking, "Why should I do this every day?" you begin to say, "I must do this every day because it is shaping who I am becoming." A powerful mindset doesn't see growth as a burden. It sees it as a privilege. That is why people with upgraded mindsets often appear unstoppable. They do not quit easily because they don't see quitting as an option. They see it as betraying their own potential. Finally, remember that upgrading your mindset is not about being positive all the time. It is about being resilient. It is about training your thoughts to rise above fear, above doubt, and above negativity. Preparing yourself for opportunities, life will test you. It will challenge you, and it will push you to the edge. But if your mindset is prepared, you'll keep moving forward when others give up. And when you upgrade your mindset every single day, you upgrade the very foundation of your success. Brothers and sisters, are serious about creating success that lasts and building a future that is stronger in 2026, then you must learn to build powerful habits. Habits are the hidden forces that shape our lives. They are the small, repeated actions that seem insignificant in the moment but create massive results over time. Success is never the result of a single decision, a single day, or a single effort. It is the result of habits practiced consistently. If your habits are strong, future will be why luck favors the prepared strong. If your habits are weak, your future will collapse no matter how big your dreams are. Think about how much of your daily life is already controlled by habits. The time you wake up, the way you start your day, the foods you eat, how you spend your free time, whether you choose to read or scroll on your phone. These are all habits. Each one is shaping your character and your destiny. Whether you notice it or not, the difference between people who rise and those who remain stuck often comes down to their daily habits. While one person builds habits of discipline, learning, and focus, another builds habits of procrastination, distraction, and laziness. Both may want success, but developing skills for the future, only one will reach it because only one has built the foundation for it. Brothers and sisters, building powerful habits starts with clarity. You cannot build the right habits if you don't know what kind of life you want to live. Ask yourself, who do I want to become by 2026? Do I want to be healthier, more skilled, financially stable, mentally stronger? Once you are clear about who you want to be, you can design the habits that match that vision. For example, if you want to be more knowledgeable, you must build the habit of daily reading or studying. If you want financial freedom, you must build the habit of saving and managing money. If you want to be physically stronger, you must build the habit of regular exercise. Your habits must align, building a strong network with the future you are aiming for. The key to powerful habits is repetition. A single action does not change your life, but repeated actions create new patterns in your brain and body. When you repeat a habit long enough, it becomes automatic, and that is when transformation begins. Imagine brushing your teeth. You don't think twice about it because it has become a habit. Now imagine if reading, exercising, or working on your goals became as automatic as brushing your teeth. That is how powerful habits shape extraordinary lives. But brothers and sisters, building strong habits also requires patience. Many people start new habits with energy and excitement, but give up when they don't see immediate results. They underestimate the power of consistency. Patience. While preparing habits work in silence, they grow like seeds under the soil before you ever see the results above the ground. The person who gives up too early misses the harvest, but the one who stays consistent, even when the results are invisible, eventually reaps the reward. Habits are not about what you achieve today, but about what you become tomorrow. Another important truth about habits is that they can work for you or against you. Habits pull you backward while strong habits push you forward. That is why you must be aware of your daily actions. Every time you procrastinate, every time you waste hours on distractions, every time you give in to laziness, you are training yourself to live with weakness. But every time you choose discipline, every time you focus protecting your focus on growth, every time you complete your responsibilities, you are training yourself for greatness. Habits are choices repeated until they become identity. What you do daily is who you are becoming. Brothers and sisters, if you want to build powerful habits, make them simple and clear. Don't try to change everything at once. Start with one habit that matters most to your future. If you want to improve your health, start by walking every day. If you want to grow your knowledge, start by reading just 10 pages daily. If you want to become disciplined, start by fixing your sleep schedule. Small, consistent actions create big transformations. People fail at habits because they try to do too much at once, eliminating distractions. But if you start small and build slowly, you create habits that actually last. Environment also plays a major role in habits. Your surroundings either support your habits or destroy them. If you want to eat healthier, don't keep junk food in your home. If you want to read more, books where you can see them. If you want to focus, remove distractions from your workspace. Discipline is easier when your environment supports the habits you want to build. Many people blame themselves for lack of discipline when in truth they have placed themselves in environments that feed their weakness instead of their strength. Change your environment and your habits will follow. Lastly, brothers and sisters, remember that habits compound. Why daily learning matters and day of effort seems small, but 100 days of effort builds transformation. Just like saving a small amount of money every day eventually creates wealth, practicing small daily habits eventually creates greatness. Habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. They grow silently, invisibly, but powerfully until they create a life far beyond what you imagine. Brothers and sisters, if you want to rise above the ordinary and step into 2026 with strength, you must learn the power of focusing on small, consistent improvements. Too many people chase big changes overnight, expecting instant results. And when they fail to see progress, they quit. But real transformation does not come from sudden leaps. It comes from small, steady steps taken every single day. Success is not built in a moment. It is built in the daily grind, in the silent hours when no reading and self-education, one is watching, and in the small actions repeated until they become greatness. Imagine improving yourself by just 1% each day. 1% may seem so small that it looks insignificant, but when repeated daily, it compounds into extraordinary growth. At first, the difference may be invisible. You may feel like nothing is changing, but just as water boiling takes time, progress requires patience. That 1% improvement grows day after day until 1 year later, you are not the same person. You are sharper, stronger, and more capable. The truth is that the small improvements you make daily prepare you for the big opportunities that life will present, in lessons hidden in failures the future. Brothers and sisters, the reason small improvements are so powerful is because they are sustainable. Big changes often burn you out, but small steps keep you moving forward. Set a goal to read one book every week. You may quit after a few days because it feels overwhelming. But if you set a goal to read 10 pages every day, keep going without stress, and by the end of the year you will have read multiple books. Small improvements are not about intensity. They are about consistency. They fit into your life and slowly reshape your habits without forcing you into extremes. This principle applies to every area of life. If you want to improve your health, you don't need to completely change your diet overnight. Turning pain into power start by drinking more water, by walking a little each day, by sleeping on time. If you want to improve your skills, you don't need to study for 8 hours in a single sitting. Start by learning one new concept daily by practicing one skill repeatedly until it becomes natural. If you want to improve your relationships, you don't need grand gestures. Start with small acts of kindness, a few words of appreciation, consistent effort to listen better. These small things may seem ordinary, but over time they create extraordinary results. Small, consistent improvements also build confidence. Every time you take a small step forward, prove to yourself that progress is possible. This creates momentum. The more momentum you build, the easier it becomes to take bigger steps later. Confidence does not come from waiting, the strength of self-control, until you feel ready. It comes from seeing yourself grow even in small ways. Each small win strengthens your belief that you can achieve more. Each small improvement reminds you that success is not out of reach. It is being built day by day. Brothers and sisters, the greatest enemy of progress is perfectionism. Too many people delay action because they want everything to be perfect before they start. They say, I will begin when I have more time, or I will improve when conditions are right. But conditions are never perfect. The people who succeed are not the ones who waited for the right moment. They are the ones who started small and grew over time. Winning the battle against laziness, small improvements free you from the pressure of perfection. You don't need to transform overnight. You just need to be better today than you were yesterday. That is enough to change your future. Another truth about small improvements is that they protect you from discouragement. When you chase big changes, often feel frustrated because results take time. But when you focus on small steps, you notice progress more easily, and that progress keeps you motivated. For example, instead of worrying about losing 20 lbs, Focus on eating one healthy meal today. Instead of worrying about mastering an entire skill, focus on practicing one part of it today. These small victories give you the energy to keep moving. And before you realize it, the big goals begin to take shape. Brothers in building character. Through disciplined sisters, small consistent improvements also train your character. They teach you patience, discipline, and humility. They remind you that greatness is not a single event, but a daily process. They show you that progress is not about speed, but about direction. When you learn to value small steps, you also learn to respect the journey. And the journey itself is where you grow. Because every day you put in effort, become stronger, more focused, and more resilient. The most powerful thing about small improvements is how they compound over time. Just like money grows with compound interest, growth multiplies when you keep improving daily. One small act may not change your life instantly, but 1,000 small acts create transformation. Think of it. Drop. Why habits define identity of water falling on a stone. It seems weak, but repeated over time, it shapes the stone itself. In the same way, small consistent improvements shape your destiny. They may not look impressive today, but one day they will make you unrecognizable compared to the person you once were. Brothers and sisters are serious about preparing for the future and standing strong in 2026. You must prepare yourself for future opportunities. Opportunities are always around us, but they only become real for those who are ready to recognize them and bold enough to act on them. Too many people wait for opportunities without doing the preparation required, and when the moment arrives, they are unable to take compounding growth daily advantage of it. Success does not belong to the one who simply waits. It belongs to the one who is prepared before the chance even comes. Preparation is the hidden work behind every visible achievement, and without it, even the greatest opportunity will pass you by. Brothers and sisters, think about this truth. Life does not always give you second chances. The door of opportunity opens and closes quickly. If you are unprepared, it will close before you can step through it. But if you are already prepared, you can walk into that door with confidence while others are still scrambling to get ready. This is why preparation is more important than waiting for the right moment. The right moment only matters if you are the right person to handle it. Opportunity without preparation is wasted potential. But preparation, small improvements that create big results without opportunity still makes you stronger, because sooner or later the right opportunity will come to those who are ready. Preparing for future opportunities requires building skills. Brothers and sisters, the skills that brought you here today may not be the same skills that will carry you forward tomorrow. The world is changing rapidly, and industries are being disrupted. If you're only on what you know now, you risk being left behind. You must continuously sharpen your abilities, learn new tools, and stay ahead of the curve. When you prepare yourself with strong skills, you become valuable, and opportunities naturally come looking for you. Companies, people, and markets search for those who are ready to deliver. The myth of overnight success. Results and preparation puts you in that position. Another way to prepare for opportunities is to strengthen your mindset for uncertainty. The future will always bring unexpected changes. Sometimes opportunities do not look like opportunities at first. They may come disguised as challenges, problems, or risks. If your mind is weak, we'll run away. But if your mind is strong and prepared, you will see the chance hidden inside the difficulty. Brothers and sisters, those who succeed are not those who avoid problems, but those who prepare themselves to solve problems when they arise. The ability to see opportunity where others see obstacles is the gift of a prepared mind. Preparation also requires discipline in building networks and the power of vision for 2026 relationships. Opportunities often flow through people. The connections you build, the trust you earn, the reputation you create. These are all seeds for future opportunities. Many people focus only on their personal growth, but ignore the power of relationships. Preparing for the future means building genuine connections with others, learning from mentors, and offering value to those around you. The stronger your network, the greater the chances that when an opportunity appears, someone will think of you first. Preparation is not only about what you know, but also about who you know and how you serve them. Brothers and sisters, Preparing for opportunities also means preparing your habits and routines. If you want to be ready for big moments, you cannot live with weak habits. For example, if a business opportunity aligning your habits with your future suddenly comes to you, but your habits are lazy and unorganized, you will not be able to handle it. But if you already live with discipline, focus, and consistent routines, you will have the strength to grab the opportunity immediately. Opportunities do not wait for you to get ready. They reward those who are already living in readiness. That is why the small things you do daily are not meaningless. They are training you for the bigger things that have not yet arrived. Preparation also requires patience. Too many people give up because they cannot see opportunities immediately. They think their preparation is wasted. But preparation is never wasted because it is shaping your character, sharpening your skills, and building your confidence. When the time comes, all building financial discipline, those unseen hours of effort will suddenly show their value. People will call you lucky, but it will not be luck. It will be preparation meeting opportunity. The ones who look lucky are always the ones who spent years getting ready when no one was watching. Brothers and sisters, you must also prepare financially for the future. Opportunities often require resources, and if you have not disciplined yourself to manage your finances, you may not be able to take advantage of them. Saving, investing, and controlling your expenses are not just about money. They are about being ready for bigger chances. If you prepare your finances today, you will have the strength to step into opportunities tomorrow. Too many people. Why opportunities need resources miss life-changing moments simply because they did not prepare their financial foundation. Finally, preparation for opportunities requires vision. You cannot see the bigger picture of where the world is moving. You will not know what to prepare for. Look ahead. Study trends. Understand where industries are going and position yourself for the future rather than the past. The people who thrive are not the ones who prepare for yesterday. They are the ones who prepare for tomorrow. If you can think ahead, act ahead, and prepare ahead, opportunities will not surprise you. They will align with the work you have already been doing. Brothers and sisters, the truth is simple but powerful. The future will not belong to those who wish. It will belong, preparing your mind for change, to those who prepare, those who discipline themselves, those who learn and grow every single day. 2026 is not far away.